It's Luke and Naomi. Woo-hoo!
All right, it is. It is.
There you go.
There's a lot of things. I'm still getting used to the buttons.
I know.
New buttons, new stuff.
I'm just laughing over here, and that's because I'm mean, because I don't envy you and all the things that you're trying to do over there. I really don't.
Honestly, if I could get the mute buttons on a hotkey, I gotta figure that out. Then we'd be golden for real.
Is that it? That's all that's missing there?
I think so, because I'm starting to get the right. Welcome to Luke and Naomi On-Air.
We're here.
Featuring Naomi's Under a Rock reviews. We've got an interesting one coming up at Super Bowl Sunday around these parts.
Yeah, it makes sense for this one.
So, we decided to keep it football. So, welcome in. I am Luke Austin. That's Naomi Lynn. What up?
Hello.
Hello. I've seen a ton of movies. Naomi's working on it. We are at over 100 now.
Yeah.
We're at a lot. So if you've seen Any Given Sunday, relive your first watch through Naomi's eyes. If you've never seen it either, should you watch it?
I'll let you know.
She will definitely let you know. Interesting. Going to be an interesting review on this one. Really looking forward to.
I got a lot of notes.
As usual, yeah. The note taking was aplenty throughout this one. Lots of stuff. Can't wait. Can't wait for a couple of scenes specifically. I've already been asked about one or two scenes. And your reaction. Been told, can't wait to see Naomi's reaction to one or two scenes. So we'll get to that.
I already can know, one of those scenes in my head. Oh, it's gotta be.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure, yes.
No doubt in my mind.
I'm
not sure the other one, but one I know for sure.
Yeah. Let's see. So that'll be coming up in just a little bit. A shorter show today. Mostly we got vacation-itis, I think.
Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah, for real.
So bad.
We are probably a couple minutes short this episode, but yeah, whatever.
It'll be fine.
That's like Naomi's face just said. We don't care.
Yeah. I'm trying really hard to stick with it because we've got a full week in front of us. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Several wake-ups
and then
to go,
a wake-up to go. And I'm already I don't care. Nope, I'm
just
done.
Don't care.
Nope.
Let's get the show done instead of having fun doing it, right? You're gonna trudge through.
Just like everything else right now.
Play through the pain.
Just get me to Saturday.
All right. So yeah, we are working on a vacation. And that is all next week. So we're off. We're going to be off for 2 weeks because we won't be able to get back and watch a movie and relax and all that stuff in time.
Midnight Sunday morning. I'm not doing anything on Sunday.
Yeah.
Including watching a movie. So
then
2
work
weeks
on
off.
Monday. And yeah, that's probably not going to happen. So we'll be gone 2-week hiatus, but we will hustle back of week 3 afterwards. We can't be gone that long. We're going to do any repeats of last summer or anything like that.
No.
I don't think for sure. So, all right. Yeah. What else? Super Bowl and Olympics. I've been watching some of the Olympics. I'm an Olympics person. Nothing major going on. Lindsey Vonn crashed and broke her leg, and she's done.
Did she break her leg? I was wondering what happened. I heard she crashed. I don't know a lot about the Olympics and things like that, but I know that was the big story because it was supposed to be a comeback year, right?
Yeah, she's in her 40s, so she was coming back for another run, and everybody's excited because she's a good ambassador for the sport and all that stuff. So everybody was really amped, and she ended up crashing. It was a rough one, tough to watch. And then the funniest thing is parents will be parents, won't they? Constantly her dad had come out and said something like that. As far as I'm concerned, her career's over. It's dude, she's 40 something, but again, I can see both of my parents easily saying that.
Yeah.
Oh, he strained a vocal cord. That's it.
He's done.
Yeah, you better.
He's out.
Better retire.
Yeah, but I didn't know she actually broke her leg.
Yeah, she did.
That's really rough.
Surgery was successful as far as I know and all that. The crazy thing with that is they're up on that mountain. They have to airlift injured skiers out. So that just the visuals there make it look even crazier and scarier and all of that stuff. But we got a couple of medals actually out of that same event. There was the U.S.'s first gold. And I know the figure skaters did something. I
didn't watch any of that. I caught, we had speed skaters on, men's speed skaters on for a little while.
It's intense, isn't it?
It actually was, because, their blades get so close, their left foot and then their right foot, and it's so close to each other. I'm like, man, one millimeter of a mistake and you're crashing. That's insane to me.
Yeah, and then you get watching something that you've never seen before, and all of a sudden you feel like an expert listening to the announcers who've been doing it their whole lives and stuff, and they're teaching you their rules and whatnot. And I was watching the luge, and they've got their ramp into the track is.
Oh man, did you see him ricochet?
Well, they all keep fading to the right and bumping, and it's screwing up their starting times. And if you've seen Cool Runnings, all about the start time, right? And same with the luge. It's all, fractions, tenths of a second and whatnot.
Well, that's everything in the Olympics.
And, man, these poor people are just,
it's down to seconds, and it's down to inches.
Hundreds of seconds at times and stuff like that, yeah. But these poor people, they just keep drifting into this ball, and now it's a whole thing about, I gotta watch more luge and see if they've corrected that. Or
right,
what I mean?
Was it the track or,
Yeah, so that's kind of fun. The Olympics have been okay. I'm looking forward to the hockey, which is going to kick off right before we go on vacation. So I'll maybe see a game.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to worry about television on vacation. That's for sure. Super Bowl was also this weekend.
Yep.
Meh.
Yep.
There was a commercial all about meh, and that's kind of like how everybody I know, I don't know any Seahawks fans. I don't really know any Patriots fans.
No.
So it was just meh.
Yeah.
You can tell by the look on Naomi's
across
face.
the board.
Just meh.
And the game was too. I mean, what was it? It was like the fourth quarter or the end of the third quarter before a touchdown was even scored.
People were Googling Super Bowls without a touchdown.
Yeah.
Because just whatever.
It was really rough. It was rough to watch. Luckily for us, we had food, lots and lots of good food. So that was the entertainment. That was the highlight of Super Bowl Sunday was the food.
Had a couple of guests over for the first time in years.
Yeah.
Which was weird.
It was.
It was a lot
definitely
of fun.
Different.
Don't get me wrong, but it was different for the first time in I don't know, 7 years?
Yeah.
Something like that. But it was great because all the food's gone. I don't got to be eating all that.
I'm happy about that. That deep breath was because I can't breathe all the way still. So, yeah.
Oh, man. So, yeah, in the meantime, while we're gone off for that 2-week vacation, make sure you give us a follow everywhere you can. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if we post anything from vacation, which I'm sure we'll pop up a video or two, just, picture,
and some pictures.
Saying hello and stuff like that. We do have to drop off our donation from the Not So Polar Plunge. So
very exciting.
There'll be some stuff like that. There'll be some info on the Caribbean Surf Connection, a little look into their home base, hopefully. We're hoping to do that. So, again, follow YouTube, Facebook, the website, and all that stuff. Yeah, you'll get notifications pretty much anywhere, but why not do it everywhere? And that way, your bases are covered. You got it.
That's right.
You got it all down. All right. Sounds good. LukeandNaomi.com for the website, by the way. Yeah. If you don't know, if you're new and you haven't checked that out yet. So that's going to jump us right into, again, moving right along. I got to remember what mouse I've got going on here.
You have 2 mice over there.
Mises.
I'm going to put another one over there just so you're really confused. And it's like, where did this third one come from? I don't know what this belongs to.
I've used double mouses enough throughout the career that I'm pretty sure if I just let muscle memory take over, I'll be okay. But at one point it's going to be, I'm
proud of you for that because I've had double mice, but like on opposite sides. Like left hand uses this one, right hand uses this one.
Oh, wow.
You have them right next to each other.
Yeah.
To the point where I'm like, nah. Man, nah.
I've been doing it kind of like that for a while, so okay. I think I'm okay. But again, if I start thinking about it, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Still going to throw a third one in there.
So let's get to your, in 1 second.
We're not on vacation at all.
Your recurrent dose of Did You Know? I've got some random facts for episode 131. Super Bowl themed random facts, by the way. Did you know the first Super Bowl matchup was the Green Bay Packers and Kansas City Chiefs, January of 1967?
Okay.
And that went down in L.A. at the L.A. Memorial Coliseum, which was all concrete, wasn't it? Like really bad. And did you know the Super Bowl name was coined by Lamar Hunt Sr., who founded the American Football League in 1959, the AFL? Let's see here.
Did they have other bowls at the time? And then it was just kind of like, well, this needs to be the main bowl. Let's call it the Super Bowl.
College had all the bowl games forever and ever and ever. So this
Rose
being the pros.
Bowl and
And the Rose Bowl, of course. The Super Bowl was created as a result of the merger between the NFL and the AFL.
I learned that yesterday.
Which, we were just talking about. How did he come up with the name Super Bowl? In a letter to the then Commissioner Pete Rozelle, Lamar Hunt said, "I have kiddingly called it the Super Bowl, which obviously can be improved upon." And
And
so
we decided
they're all
not
just like,
to.
so we're good with Super Bowl then? Okay, let's move on. He added that the name was likely in his head because his kids were playing with the Super Ball.
Okay.
And that
it's kind of like what was it? The Washington football team. Hey, we're just gonna do this, and then we're gonna stick with it. For a little while.
Right. Same. Yeah. Hunt said later on, he said it's a little corny and kind of silly, but we're stuck with it, and I'm not proud of it. But nobody's come up with anything better.
I mean, now it's
60 of them later.
Yeah. Now you can't change it.
Yeah,
if you
no
do,
way.
it's just no. You just can't.
It wasn't officially called. Did you know it wasn't officially called the Super Bowl until Super Bowl III in 1969. Other proposed names included the World Series of Football, the Ultimate Bowl, and the Premier Bowl.
Super Bowl sounds the best.
I'm good with Super.
Yep.
Let's go. Let's keep it with
you
the Super.
You want to improve on it? Call it Super Duper Bowl.
Yeah, bowl. Did you know? Did not come from the Super Bouncy Ball. The term bowl refers to the bowl of seats in a stadium, and that had been used in college football dating back to 1902. That was for an East-West tournament game in Pasadena, which later became the Rose Bowl. Did you know? Did you know the Superstar Super Bowl halftime show is a lot more modern than you probably realize? We were also just talking about this yesterday. The first major headliner was New Kids on the Block in 1991, Super Bowl 25.
Yep. I do know that because we were discussing that.
We were just talking about it yesterday.
We got into a huge discussion about, hey, these halftime shows weren't what they are now. It used to be like marching bands and things like that, and now it's this huge production. But yeah, New Kids on the Block, starting that off. That's crazy.
That's right. And then 2 years later, Michael Jackson became the first to turn it into a spectacle because Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And that was, we were talking about that where there's that famous clip of the director, and Michael said, "Cue the music when I take my shades off," and dude just stood there for 3 whole minutes and made that guy freak out. Before that, also, it was marching bands with the occasional special guest, including a few celebrities, and everybody likes to point out Carol Channing singing When the Saints Go Marching In 1970. So there you go.
Yep.
A little Super Bowl themed recurrent dose of Did You Know for episode 131.
I wasn't sure if you were going to get it out.
I'm never sure, honestly. It's always after
Whatever
the fact. I'm like, hey,
happens.
I did it. I said recurrent dose of Did You Know instead of daily
right.
dose of Did You Know. That's right. So, all right, that's again, it's a shorter show. We don't got any
stories,
any goofy nonsense.
Nothing you want to talk about?
Did you want to talk about the game at all? Because we really didn't do that. Did you watch the game, Naomi? I think just found anything she could do to not watch the game.
Yeah.
I know you said with the touchdowns and all that.
Yeah,
stuff,
it was really boring.
Nothing else really happened.
I didn't really pay attention. I did the dishes instead. That was more entertaining.
Yeah. So good old game.
Yeah. That's all we've got for that. There's nothing else there.
It was rough for sure, but again.
Sunday. I feel like that's the case a lot of times, though. I feel like a lot of the Super Bowls that I do remember, it just, it's not that exciting of a game.
Been 30 Super Bowls since I really was excited, so that's a long time.
I wonder why.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've made some.
Anybody got any guesses why?
I've made some pretty good spreads in those times, so I was a little excited and whatnot. But
Yeah. Whatever.
All right.
It's over. On to hockey.
But first, a little Oliver Stone on football in the 90s. Here we go. Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. Learning I write the correct keyboard at this.
That was beautiful. I am proud.
What? 2 or 3 weeks? Couple of more? Maybe you won't even notice I'm doing it.
Yeah, but we're going on vacation for a couple weeks, so I'm kind of excited to see what
totally
happens when we
gonna
come
forget
back.
Everything by the time we get back.
Yeah. You ready?
All right, I am ready. Without further ado, Naomi's Under a Rock review of Any Given Sunday.
Yep. Football movie in honor of the Super Bowl. So we start with the Sharks. Cap, their quarterback, gets hit, and it's bad. He goes down, and he's older. He's like 38. He's able to get off the field with some help. and they put in the backup quarterback who gets sacked, fumbles the ball, and he's down, not getting up.
Immediately.
Yeah, it's really rough. Like,
it is.
I'm like, this sucks, you know? Rough start for these Sharks. And now we got Willie jumping in.
Willie beaming.
Third string. He looks confused as all hell, too.
Well, they go right to him. He's eating snacks and whatnot.
Yeah, like he hasn't been paying attention. He has no idea. He didn't warm up like he was supposed to. Apparently, they're like,
I told you to warm up 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, and he's just like, all right, whatever. But he's good. I hope at this point, like, he gets through the game and they're able to win and they can, polish him up to be the quarterback that they need. The happy story.
The happy story.
Yeah.
Did you get that?
So that wasn't really the case. Kid comes out, pukes. Fantastic. That's
Shout out to Donovan McNabb, I believe, did that in the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, back in 2004. Something like that.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Like on the field, like
on the field.
Everybody. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Congratulations to him. But anyway, so he pukes, but he gets going. He's not doing good, but I don't know. I don't think he's an absolute train wreck, that I was kind of expecting for being a third string and for not paying attention or warming up or doing anything and not knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not knowing the playbook, too, which is great.
Yeah. It's halftime. Teams are in the locker room. They keep telling Cap that he's okay. It's just a bruise. But he keeps saying, like, his butt is killing him. And, like, at this point, I'm actually kind of worried for the guy. Like, I'm like, oh, my gosh, he's going to end up paralyzed or something. They keep acting like it's nothing. So we'll see what ends up happening with that.
He does a good job of making it look brutal and painful and absolutely rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back on the field, Willie is still having a little bit of a rough time there. Coach pulls him aside, tells him to forget about everything. The crowd, the playbook, all of that.
You wanted to do Pacino there so bad, didn't you?
No, it wasn't going to happen.
Run to the Buick.
I mean, I didn't mind this little moment that they had.
Yeah, right.
Later, Willie makes a big deal about this conversation. And honestly, when he does, I'm kind of bummed out because – if Coach didn't set him aside and tell him, hey, forget all of those other things and just, you're playing ball at home, there's no crowd, it's just a regular day, he wouldn't have gotten to the position that he was.
Right,
to
it settled
calm
him down a little bit.
Yeah. And then later he brings it up in an interview. No, he brings it up to the coach and acts like
throws it in his face.
Yeah.
Yes. Which is, I mean, honestly, both sides are true. You know what I mean? In the moment, it was awesome. But looking back on it, it pretty much was what Willie said it was, too. Also,
I get it. But if Coach never said that, Willie would never be in the position that he was in. So he should be
coaching in a nutshell, right?
Grateful, just saying. So anyways, just telling him, don't focus on the crowd. Forget the crowd. Forget the playbook. All of this. Just focus on the next thing. Focus on the next pass. And that's what he does. And it's a good move because they end up getting a touchdown out of it. See? If it wasn't for the coach there.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
They still end up losing the game. Okay, that's fine. 4 in a row. Now the boys are practicing, and Tony, the coach, is meeting with Christina, the owner. They're in a huge fight about the future of the team.
Of course.
Christina wants to get rid of Cap and Shark and get better draft picks and build up this team and all of that. Coach is refusing at this, says, we can't get rid of them. They've been here since the beginning.
Yeah, they're the foundations of the team, the backbone,
Yeah. Says the team is good, they're just not inspired. And at this point I'm wondering, okay, where's this inspiration going to come from? All right.
Oh, she's slapping the table, gang. We're in for it. Here we go.
So, some of these freaking camera angles and motions are a little much. So, I do want to say the artsiness of it. So, when it's the actual football game, when there's the head turning, and it's kind of like that smeared
blurry.
Yeah, and it's hectic and it's chaotic and it's loud, but it's muffled and all of that. Well done. It makes me think of the chaos of what would be happening.
Makes you feel like you're in the quarterback's helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, really well done. But that's the only point where you need it there. when Christina is talking with like her mom or whatever, and then there's this weird camera angle like on her mom's fingers touching her shoulder, and then it like moves to her face, but it drags while it does it, and it's like, I'm gonna be sick.
No kidding.
Like, this is a little much. And then they've got it where they've got the outside views where you're looking at the stadium and you're like looking at the ground and looking at everything. I get it. You want that aerial shot. Cool. But it's like so jolty and all of this. I'm like, this is a little much. We got a little too artsy.
I think to be disorienting, you know what I mean? Like,
well, it worked.
Everybody's on edge. You're meant to feel the anxiety of everybody. Like you said, it worked.
Yeah, it worked.
I know everybody was pissed about it when it first came out too. Everybody's like, it was great except for, but at the time it was like cutting edge shit.
Again, when it comes to like the actual like football side of it, yeah, absolutely have that chaoticness there, but you don't need it throughout the rest of the movie. You know, the storyline should carry that chaos anyway. You don't need the camera angles, and you don't need to get that artsy with it.
I'm gonna start jumping around from our camera angles here.
Yeah, that's too much. Let's go like this. I can't. Yeah, I just won't even look in that direction.
There we go.
It was a lot. It was a lot. I don't know what to do with this phone right now. But yeah. So, again, I enjoyed it when it was, the football plays and all of that, but a lot of the other scenes was just jumpy. It was fast. It just wasn't needed and was kind of taking me out of the story.
No kidding. Some of the argument, like the big argument scene where Willie visits Tony's house, I love that. That's crazy stuff. Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right. So back to the movie. I'm done ranting and raving about camera angles. So basically the conversation with Christina and Tony ends with his contract being up for negotiation at the end of the season 2. So, Yeah. All right, new game. We got the Sharks playing the Chicago Rhinos.
We got a game today, baby. That's what LL Cool J would reportedly say on the way to shooting, to filming.
Yep.
Very excited.
The second string quarterback is out there, and he's just doing a terrible job. So they pull him. They put Willie in, and he's off to a good start. But Tony calls a play, and Willie decides to run a different play. They get a touchdown out of the deal, but coach is still angry.
That old chestnut.
Yeah. He pulls Willie aside and tells him, run the play that I call. Willie agrees, but at the end of the game, Willie runs his own play again. Gets them a touchdown. They win the game, but coach is obviously upset.
Well,
do what the coach tells you to do.
Unless you're Peyton Manning, honestly. Maybe Tom.
I don't know.
But,
So now we're partying, dancing, all that, rubbing elbows with the mayor. Willie's girlfriend
How about the camera shots in that scene? You could just feel the cocaine in the shooting.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. So, we have our party scene, all of that. Willie's girlfriend is there. She's a little out of place because, number one, Willie is a no-name at this point, and is just starting to get out there. And number two, she's not married to him. All the other girls are football players' wives. Anyway, she gets all jealous, and back her home, her and Willie get into this screaming match, and she leaves. Good. Because their argument was absolutely stupid. Really kind.
I like when he says, don't let my success go to your head.
The whole argument was so freaking stupid. Like, it just seems so forced. Like, she seems like she's a cool girlfriend and all of that. And it seemed like, you know what, we need some drama here. So you're going to be jealous of how he was acting. Yeah. That's what it felt like.
Well, I mean, introduce your girlfriend to the mayor, man.
Sure, I don't know. It just was weird. I just wasn't there for it. I'm here for some football. I don't care about the girlfriend over there, okay?
That's right.
Speaking of that, more football.
And
more throw up. Willie throws up in the field in every game. Like, this is going to be expected at this point.
Somebody told him. Was it Tony said, like, make it a ritual. People love you for that.
Yeah. If he doesn't throw up, it's going to become a bad omen.
Somebody told him that, yeah.
Anyway, it's a good game. They win. Life is good. After losing 4 in a row, things are starting to look up for this team. There's some arguments in the locker room. Some are mad that Willie is running his own plays. Another guy wants to run the coach's plays. because it'll get him to like 2,000 yards or
LL
whatever.
Cool J.
Yeah, he's got a deal commercial with Reebok or Nike or whatnot. A couple of guys try to turn on Willie. Coach listens to everything, doesn't say much. Think he handles it pretty well for, he handles it like a coach.
Like a coach, right? Yep.
Oh, yeah, and one of the doctors wants some testing done on Shark because, like, his hand-eye coordination is off. But the other doctor they have is just like, nah, he's crazy. And they don't
Matthew
need all
Modine.
this unnecessary testing.
Matthew Modine, the goody two-shoes doctor, and then James Woods, who's, pretty much a sleazebag in everything he does.
Yeah.
Great sleazebag, because we've run into him in Casino just recently as well.
Yeah, so the other doctor's like, nah, don't worry about him. He's crazy, all that. They don't need all this unnecessary testing, which I'm sure is some foreshadowing to, being a brain bleed or concussion or something
CTE.
Terrible.
Yeah, we didn't know that then, though.
Willie is living it up at this point, becoming a star. He's got his face on a bus. He's doing commercials, videos.
Willie beaming.
He's being interviewed. Life's good. He goes to dinner at the coach's house, and things get heated.
Jambalaya.
The coach is asking him why he decided to change the plays. And he's telling him, it's kind of disrespectful to all the people who came before him and dedicated years and years to the sport and to the team. Willie stands his ground. He wants to win, and he's going to make the calls that will lead the team to victory. At this point, coach is telling him, Cap is going to be ready for the playoffs. They're going to start with him. Of course, when Willie hears this, he's really upset, believes he's the better athlete. And he's like, look me in the eye and tell me Cap is the better athlete. And coach says, Cap's the better athlete, which is a great line. Love it.
He's the team player.
Well, yeah, and Willie's just going to do whatever he wants to do. It's all about him, not the team.
That's right. Willie beaming.
So Willie leaves and heads to a teammate's party. While there, he starts talking crap about his own team and players on the team. At this point, they're warning him, and they're like, you haven't earned the right to talk bad about people.
You would think, like, having been around football to this point in your life, like, you would at least know that, but he just remains oblivious and a total dick.
When this movie started, I liked Willie. I was like, yeah, the underdog, the idiot eating the Cheetos who's not paying attention.
That's right.
He's gonna do some good things. And at this point, I can't stand him. I really can't, because you got to be a moron to not realize, it is a team sport here. If you're not going to be there for your team, why are they going to be there for you?
Right. You would think, again, like, you would think he would know that, being in football like most of his life, but no, I guess not. No.
So anyways, he's talking a bunch of crap. Shark gets wind of Willie talking all this crap and decides to take it out on Willie's nice looking ride. And using like a chainsaw, he cuts off the roof and the doors to his vehicle.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and deserved. Honestly, deserved. You went to a teammate's house and then talked crap about him.
I wouldn't be surprised if Lawrence Taylor actually did that to somebody at some point in real life, because LT. Yeah. Well,
he's, Willie's part of a team here, and up until this point, he is just acting like he's the only person that matters.
Oh, yeah.
That's when things really start to take a turn for the worse. Next game, it's storming, it's raining, they're getting killed out there, especially Willie. His teammates aren't blocking, they aren't protecting him.
No, they're like, all right, you want to do it yourself? Go right ahead.
Yeah, but he's been acting like he's the only one anyway. He doesn't know how to play on a team anyway, so he's going to end up getting killed out there.
Pretty much.
Yeah. They lost. They're still in the playoffs, but no home field advantage.
Yeah.
Cap is making his way into practice. Different level of respect between him and the players, and Willie and the players, and you can see that. Cap has that respect, and Willie doesn't. He never earned that respect. We also get this awful scene where the doctor brings it to the coach's attention that Shark broke his neck, and it didn't heal properly, and one bad hit could leave him paralyzed with seizures or could even kill him. But he still wants to play. He's in the coach's office basically begging. He's like... Yeah,
you got, the two doctors there. You got Shark, and then the coach, and then Jim Brown, the assistant coach.
Yeah, but he's at the point where he's just like, come on, coach, you got to let me play. I'm so close to my bonus. Coach doesn't want him to play, but again, Shark just keeps pleading with him and is like, this is my life.
The guilt there, yeah.
I don't know anything else, but I get that too. That is his life.
Very real, really great performances from both Lawrence Taylor and Jim Brown in that scene because of like how freaking real that was, how easy it was for them to go, yeah, that's legit for a lot of guys. Like those two probably not. I don't know about LT, what he did with his money, but you know what I mean? Like very easily tapped into emotions for those guys there, which is just crazy to think about.
Yeah, so again, he's pleading with the coach. He's like, you got to let me play, all that. Coach finally agrees, but is like, you got to sign a waiver, which I get too,
Yeah.
Got to protect the team. So Cap has been okay to play, and he tells the coach that he actually doesn't want to. Tells him about his back hurting, being on painkillers, blank spots in his memory.
Yeesh.
But at this point, the coach is begging him, telling him he needs him at this point.
Come on, man. I just got in a fight with the third string.
We got to make this work.
You got him. You got to show up, man.
Yeah. So again, the coach is begging him, tells him he needs him. So he says, all right, I'll do it. Cap then talks to his wife about quitting after the season, but she doesn't want to hear it. And at this point, like, I'm feeling really bad for Cap. Like, he can't do what he wants to. He's in pain. He's uncomfortable. He wants to be done. And everyone's like, no, like, you're stuck.
He says something along those lines, too, where he's just like, my whole life, everybody's been telling me what to do and when and all that stuff. And then he gets slapped for it.
Yeah, that's
the poor
just
dude.
An odd scene, too.
It's really weird.
And then we've got Coach and Christina fighting again, which I will say is one thing that the movie did do extremely well. When they're arguing, they're both yelling over each other instead of taking turns yelling back and forth like what most movies do.
Yeah, right.
So it's like a real argument because it's hard to understand it sometimes, and like you can't hear over each person. I will say, Oliver Stone, you did that part well, with the chaos and all of that.
She approves, Ollie.
I do. But it was realistic. That's how an argument goes down. Anyway, Christina is mad because she found out Cap is starting. She wants to force the coach to start Willie. Coach wants to trade Willie in the offseason because he's tearing the team apart.
That's right. That kid is tearing this team apart.
I was just waiting for it. I knew you wanted to do it so bad. But Christina is against that idea, of course. It's a pretty heated argument, but in the end, I think the coach is going to do whatever he wants to do. He's the coach, right?
Yeah.
All right. So now the coach gives.
All right.
So now the coach gives the best locker room speech that we've got. Comparing football and life, it's a game of inches in both. Those who win are the ones who are willing to die for those inches. It's actually a really good speech.
Yeah.
I loved it. Like, that is definitely the highlight of the movie. That's one of those speeches that I would get a copy of and play before I do something
good
challenging.
Pump up speech for yourself.
Yeah,
and all
I
that.
want it. I want the copy of that.
And I mean, Pacino delivering that as well is, you can't really
it's
get much
just
better,
well
right?
done.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very well done. I'm gonna save that. I'm definitely gonna save
All right,
that.
look at that.
Yeah. So it's time for some football. Sharks versus Knights. Let's do this. Knights take the lead. Cap is kicking butt at this point, but he's getting pretty banged up there. So then at halftime, coach tells him that, I appreciate what you've done. Cap knows what that means and is basically like, okay, oh, thank you,
Yeah, right.
Then coach heads to Willie to let him know what we know. He's going to be in for the second half here.
Let's go, Willie.
Willie starts, and he's ready to be the leader of the team, be the leader he's meant to be. Then he throws an interception. Oops. Fantastic. And then Luke blocked my view because there's this tackle, and this
here we go.
guy
Here's this part.
loses an eye. So that freaking happens.
Yeah, so we got to talk about that. And look, this is the worst possible time, too, because I know Naomi just froze up on us. I'm not sure what
Yeah, my camera's been froze up for a while. It doesn't matter. You can still hear me. That's
right.
The important part.
So
leave me looking confused. It's fine. That's how I normally look.
Yeah, so
Very confused.
We're in the middle of this game, and I remember at the last possible second that what is about to happen is about to happen. It's the whole eyeball scene, if you don't know.
Yeah, you're like, oh my gosh, don't look. And I see this guy, and his face is bloody, and then I look away. And then you explain to me what happened, and all I can think about is, why? What would be the point of putting a scene where somebody loses their eyeball in the middle of this football game? I mean, we just had this rousing speech.
I got nothing.
This whole thing that's so amazing. And then, you've got Willie who throws the interception, which is hilarious. That's all you needed. That's the little tick in the story or whatever that you need. You didn't need to add an eyeball as well.
So I've never heard of it ever happening in the history of football. I have no idea why it's in there. It is absolutely disgusting. And one of the worst things, I don't like the eyeball stuff at all.
Yeah.
And in horror movies, just none of it. And all of a sudden, here's this just because what? I
just
don't know.
Because.
It's just absolutely.
There's no point to it. And
absolutely terrible.
After it happened, I asked Luke, I was like, did this really happen in a movie or in a game or something? Why would you put this in here?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So anyways, there's an eyeball that's not needed, but apparently we're going to do that in this movie. Anyway, Willie is able to get the team back on his side. He apologizes for being a jackass, so good on him. I am a little impressed that he, instead of just sweeping it under the rug, he actually does apologize.
Yeah, I like that too, for sure.
And now we are down to the wire. Knights 35, Sharks 31. Sharks need a stop. And they're able to, thanks to Shark, but he gets hurt in the play and is taken off the field. Then Willie pukes because he hasn't yet this game.
Then Willie pukes. There you go. We had to get there.
Yep, and it is the good omen there. So they have to win this game at this point because he puked. Less than 2 minutes to go, but Sharks have the ball. They can do this. And they do. Touchdown. Yeah. They didn't even need the whole 55 seconds. And, oh no, there's a flag and it's coming back. And now the Sharks are angry and a teammate pushes the ref because he's a moron, gets ejected from the game. That was really stupid. Keep your temper tantrums to yourself.
Yeah.
All right, so now we have less than 55 seconds. We need to do this all over again. And now we can't do this in a single shot this time around. It's just not going to happen. This one's going to come down to the last seconds. Well, actually, the last 4 seconds to be exact there. But Willie puked, so we know they're going to win. Touchdown Sharks. Yep, they win. Yay, what a happy ending there. Willie learns from watching Cat play. Everything wraps up so nicely. Oh, and then just to finish things off as the credits start rolling and all of that, Tony steps down as coach. Actually, he decides to move to Albuquerque. Cool. Oh, yeah, and he's taking Willie with him.
Boom!
The end.
How about that? The end. Yeah. Crazy.
Yep. That's what I got for you.
Well,
with my frozen face and everything.
With the frozen face and everything. I got nothing on this. I could probably refresh this and drop the whole thing. So there's any number of things that could have happened there. So I don't know.
Yeah, I can just look confused. It's fine.
We'll just jump to there. There's Naomi confused.
Maybe it's slightly angry. Look at that, the side lip there. There might be some anger there.
That's when you're just getting ready to talk about the eyeball or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, I think it was frozen a lot longer than that.
Well. Technical difficulties to be worked out. But anyway, you can still hear us. And if you can't, well.
You got bigger problems.
Yeah. I don't really know where I was going with that. But anyway, a couple of quick. Wait, do you want to do trivia first or your review questions first? What do you think?
I don't know. What can you get to the quickest?
I got the trivia right here.
There you go.
How about that? All right, let's see here. So a couple of quick trivia things from Any Given Sunday. Dennis Quaid's character, his house is really Dan Marino's house.
Okay.
That's where they filmed that.
Interesting.
Al Pacino wanted to do this role really badly because he found it a big change from the usual cops and gangsters that he always played. Willie Beeman was almost Diddy.
Huh.
But
well, can you imagine that? We probably wouldn't be watching this movie at that point.
Yeah, that's crazy. As I was thinking about that too. It's like we probably wouldn't have. Yeah, you know. Apparently, word on the street is that they started working with him, and he was just so non-athletic that it was going to be a huge problem.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So when Willie Beeman goes to Tony D'Amato's house, the movie that's on TV is Ben-Hur, of course, starring Charlton Heston. Charlton Heston later on appears in the movie as the commissioner of the league.
Okay.
How about that one? Al Pacino's final speech for the team that everybody loves.
Yeah. Best speech.
Is based on a real-life speech from Marty Schottenheimer.
Who is that?
That he gave the Cleveland Browns during the 1989 AFC Championship game. Marty Schottenheimer, the father of the Cowboys coach, Brian. How about that?
But not a speech he gave to the Browns.
Yeah, in the 1989 AFC Championship game. So remember how they won the Super Bowl that year? Anyway, the Sharks didn't win either. So
that's awful.
And finally, according to Jamie Foxx in his stand-up special from 2002, I Might Need Security, LL Cool J took the scripted rivalry between their characters so seriously, and he actually punched Jamie in the face while filming their fight in the locker room.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure. They had the altercation where Jamie Foxx got a cut on his head before the two were separated. Also reported that Jamie filed assault charges, although they both denied it later on. And they have since become friends since, 15 or so years ago. But yeah, in the stand-up special, it is really funny when Jamie gets talking about LL Cool J's enthusiasm to be playing an NFL character or a pro football character. Also, the NFL hated the movie because of the way it depicted behind-the-scenes stuff for the league and things like that. And that's why it's not the NFL in the movie. It's a fictional league.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So there you go.
They're like, no way. You can't even use our initials.
That's right. All right, let's get to your review questions. First of all, they said the name of the movie in the movie like 45 times. What do you think?
It was only like 2 or 3 times.
Only two. All right. Only 2 or 3.
The first one was the worst. Just because it's in like the first 15 seconds of the movie. It's like, come on. The second one was okay, and then I lost count after that.
All right, so there was.
It was okay. Yeah.
All right, we had to jump to that one because it's very important. Did you like it?
I did like it.
All right.
Even with the crazy camera angles and spinning out of control and puke and eyeballs and all of those things, it wasn't bad.
All right. The eyeballs and the puke. I honestly, of the last couple of movies we've seen, it's probably not even that bad.
No, it's not.
I just, why with the eyeball? I'll never get it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was getting distracted by trying to redo this over here.
Just leave it.
Just
it's
leave it
fine.
alone.
Nobody knows. I could have gotten up and went to the bathroom. And I just brought my microphone with me. This is a still shot.
That's right.
I'm actually watching TV right now in the other room.
Did you have a favorite quote?
Can we say the whole freaking speech? Because it was really well done.
All right. I like it.
I love that. I felt I wanted to go out and conquer the world after that. I really did. I felt like
run
$1 million
through a wall,
bucks.
right?
Yeah.
That's the old football line.
I was like, oh, what have I been putting off, that I needed some motivation for, I can take on any challenge,
Just fire that speech right up.
Those little inches. Life is made up of those little inches.
Of all the times for the camera not to work, damn it.
I know. I'm getting all excited and fired up over here.
Shaking the fist and everything.
I know.
All right.
You just have to imagine. Maybe you can draw something on there,
Did you have a favorite character?
Well, I think I like the coach the best.
Yeah.
He was a good coach.
Tony's he's a good coach for sure.
And also that dude always looks so disheveled. I feel bad for him. I just kind of want to give him a hug and be like, it's okay, man.
He did a really good job looking disheveled, right?
He always does. He just looks like a cat caught in the rain, just it's a bad day every day.
I like
the hair is usually sticking up and just the look on his face, just
cat caught in the rain.
Poor guy.
Was there a cringe level here, 1 through 10?
Yeah, Yeah, there was. Between eyeball and puke. The eyeball more cringiness because it wasn't needed. The fight between Willie and his girlfriend was very cringy because it felt so forced and, woman getting jealous, let's cause a scene about everything and let's have a screaming match over it that, Oops. Oh, now I don't
Look
exist.
At that. I just dropped
what
it right
the
out.
hell?
Wow. All right.
I am going into the other room now. So cringe level with those things in mind, it's still low because the whole movie itself wasn't cringy. I would say probably a 3.5, 3.25. Let's go there.
All right. Not too bad. I thought it could be higher from you anyway, What did you know about this going in?
It was a football movie.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all I knew about it.
Just that it's a football movie.
I didn't even know Jamie Foxx was in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, you rarely do. So that's, you rarely know who's in it and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so.
and Dennis Quaid. I was like, hey, I know that face. I know that face. Where do I know him from? Oh, Day After Tomorrow.
Day After Tomorrow. Yep. Let's see. What is next? Thoughts going into this one?
It was a football movie, so I find that I tend to like these movies. I do like the sports movies. Probably for things like the, rousing speeches and all of that kind of stuff, and the teammates and that kind of, feeling and all of that.
And all the camaraderie and things.
Yeah. So I went into this going, all right, cool. I'm here for the sports movie and all of that, and it delivered what I kind of expected there.
All right. Not bad. What surprised you?
There's a common theme to my answers of, cringiness and surprises and all of that.
The
what
eyeball.
surprised me was that they decided to have an eyeball just appear here.
Yeah.
So that. What surprised me was the crazy camera angles. Again, made sense during the football plays, but for everything else was a little much.
All right. What, let me see, where am I? Would you have liked it more or less if you saw it when you were younger?
Probably less. I think, again, as I get older and the more movies that I'm watching and kind of paying attention to the details and the stories and all of that. And I know I wouldn't respect that speech as much as like I did today or, yesterday, I should say.
Yeah. Great answer. Very deep. Excellent. Favorite part?
The speech.
The speech.
The
yeah,
speech.
Easily
the speech.
Was talking about it with Kyle the other day, and it's like the speech and then the ending at the press conference might even be the best parts of the whole movie, which is
it absolutely is. Willie kind of learning his place and apologizing to the team is definitely up there. Because, again, it's not like an awkward kind of an apology. It's just like, dude, guys, I messed up. I'm sorry, And it's really well done. And then, how his puking became a good omen. And there's a little bit of goodness there. Sure.
All right. Least favorite part?
Eyeball.
Easily.
Just stupid. And
Me
I didn't
too.
even watch it. Like, I saw the eyeball lying on the field. I saw the guy with the bloody face and everything. But it was just really stupid. And it did take away from the movie.
I can't. I don't know. There's no disagreement there. It was just really stupid. It's not even like, well, this one time. I know I've said that like 1,000 times, but just really stupid. That's
a lot of common themes in this movie.
Yeah, for sure. Recommending it?
Yeah, I am.
All right, for sure. We had somebody here the other day actually that's never seen it, so
told them to watch it.
Is it a stop and watch it if it's on TV movie?
Possibly, depending on where we're at in the movie.
Past the eyeball.
If we're getting close to that speech, yeah, absolutely.
All right. Watching it again?
I don't know. That's a big maybe.
That's a big. I don't see you going immediately. That's not.
What movie I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, I didn't expect you to be down for that one.
Yeah.
Are you happy you watched it?
Yes.
Does it hold up?
Oh Yeah, I think so.
All
you
right.
know, when it comes to the actual, basic storyline of, learning to be a team player
Right.
and all of that, absolutely that holds up.
Yeah, be a part of something bigger and all of that stuff. I like it now, watching it now, whatever, 25 years later, it is almost like, a bit of a historical look at where football was and sports were at that point in time. I mean, there's so many crazy things, like the running back being the most popular, highest paid player on the team is insane.
Yeah.
It's insane for the last, decade or two. That hasn't been a thing. So it's neat to look back and go, that's how it was. And it's pretty solid. Pretty solid. All right. Great, great notes, great review of Any Given Sunday. And I forgot what we got to do next.
Thought of the day.
Yeah.
Look, it's just you on that screen. Again, I'm in the other room.
That's ridiculous. Thought of the day. Thought of the day. It's your thought of the day. Thought of the day. I can't even go.
Look at those hands move.
There,
no.
there.
Hey. Hey. There you go. It's a good one for you.
All right.
The loudest way to open a bag of potato chips is to try to open them quietly.
It is. It is. Try to open them quietly.
There's no way to be quiet about that.
That's a good one.
It just doesn't happen.
That's a good one. All right.
Luke, you gonna leave us with a laugh?
I'm going to do my best.
Can't even see me rolling my eyes
I
over
know.
here.
You should just come over here and get in the camera so everybody can see your reaction.
Yeah, maybe
to
I
the
will.
eye roll.
We'll see.
Why do we tell actors to break a leg?
I don't know.
Because every play needs a cast.
That's really stupid.
What do you call a cow with a twitch?
I don't know.
Beef jerky.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
Yes. Okay, one more. Scientists recently combined the DNA of a cheetah with the DNA of a crab. That went sideways real fast. Yeah. Come on. You should have been in the camera for that one. I could turn this around or something.
What? I didn't do anything.
You liked that one a lot, didn't you?
I did smile a
Yeah,
little bit.
that
That
went
one was
sideways
kind of
real
good.
fast. Yeah.
That's the best one you've had in a long time.
All right, so we got 2 weeks now for me to fix this stupid camera situation, which hopefully I will at least get 20 minutes of Naomi's face up there or something.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Frozen face.
Who knows? A couple
Yeah.
of weeks to figure it out, though. So
There you
until then, again, give us a follow on the YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and all that stuff. Follow on the Facebook, the new Instagram page, lukeandnaomi.com. Just Google Luke and Naomi.
We come up.
We definitely come up. All right, until episode 132, have some fun and be excellent to each other.
Love you. Bye.
All right, now I got to hit all the stop buttons
And we're just watching you
and
do
all
it.
that.